Hello, YouTube. I ain't put up video in a while. I'm trying to run two channels, and I'm gonna be honest. This channel's kind of fucked me up in real life. It's got me thinking about not so much telling you guys, because I don't mind telling you guys what I've been through. Hell, I made it. Maybe who I am. Maybe mean. Maybe tough. Kind of like they should have named me Sue. Um, it's got me thinking about stories that I haven't told you, stories that I will tell you, stories that I don't want to tell you. And it's just, I know I don't have very many um, stories on this channel yet, but I've thought about in my head a whole bunch of them, and a whole bunch of them, and a whole bunch of them, and a whole bunch, and things that I thought I forgot, things I just don't remember, things I don't want to remember. When I go to sleep, thinking about, hey, I'll tell them this, then all the other memories start processing, and I have nightmares, and then I'll think about them, and it piss me off the next day, and then. So that's why I'm slow to upload, and that's why I'm slow on the other channel. Um, I don't want to tell you guys this shit. I don't want you to think I'm some kind of little bitch, or I'm this, or I'm bitter, or I'm looking for sympathy. Sympathy's in the dictionary. If I want sympathy, I'll go to the dictionary. It's somewhere between shit and syphilis. I promise you, it's there somewhere. It's not a pity trip. I don't ask for anything. I don't want money. I don't want a pat on the back. I don't want to give him a break. Fuck that. It made me who I am. Um, I don't even know if I try to tell a story about the fire department, good or bad. Um, I don't. I'll have to look before I upload this. I think I've told the story about my brother Steve. I'll show you guys him right now. That's him. Me and Super Steve. That's my brother right there. God damn. He died May 9th, 2021 from cancer. The last thing I said to him was, I love you, brother. He knew, I knew, we knew. Everybody knew he was going, we knew. Um, we we had a fire at the lumber yard. I was on duty, me and at the time assistant chief. Um, he drove, the assistant chief. And you have to imagine a lumber yard. There's about a 30. There's a wall over here and a wall over here. There's about a 30-foot gap. Well, the big building over here, there's like a huge building to the right when you go in. It may be to your left watching this. I don't know. For me, it's to the right. And that's what was on fire. It started in like a utility room, burned all the lumber, all the office, all the chemicals. Well, it pushed the fire back to the open area where all the lumber was at. So now the lumber's on fire. And then over here, this other there's a driveway. We got there, it didn't look that bad. It hadn't exploded yet. And there was a doorway way down at the other end. And I was going to go in the other end and put that fire out. Hey, I'm super fireman. I ain't scared of nothing. Could do it all. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Gave t-shirt away. In my mind. So we get there, man. We cut the gate. First truck, first person, first hose. I'm dragging the hose. Assistant chief is charging the truck. Let's do it. I'm going to make my entry. I'm going to knock this fire out. I'm going to be the hero. You guys ever try to fuck a tiger with a rope? A tiger that don't want to be fucked with a rope. A rope. You're gonna get your ass tore up just like I did. So I'm dragging this hose, and I go to make it to that door, and it's just all like it's starting to get hot. The whole building is on fire, full of lumber, nothing but fuel and smoke. And of course, I can't see it because it's smoke, and it's freaking 1 o'clock in the morning. There's no lights. So man, I turn and I start spraying, and I hear this roar. It's all the smoke catching on fire, and it's just roaring. And I've been spraying for a minute or two, thinking I'm really doing some good. Well, I'm way the hell down here, and about 50 feet away is where the fire is actually at, and it just roars whoosh for about 50 feet. And I'm spraying through a door, and I'm about to go inside, and for whatever reason, I don't go inside. Thank God I didn't go inside. And it's just like, boom. And when that everything caught on fire at once, I'm like 50 feet away from the safe zone. I take off fucking running back towards the truck. And it's just, at this point, everything is just whoosh. I'm caught in a microwave at this point. And man, I'm running, and it feels like I'm running forever. Got my air pack on and a bunker, and I'm already hot from going in there. It's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. I'm just all like, shit, this is it. I can't run anymore. I can't, no matter what, I cannot run anymore. I'm being microwaved. There's no other way to put it. And it's just like, I can't breathe. Although I've got my mask on, I can't breathe. Like, it's just so hot. Like, it's just, I'm being microwaved. There's no other way to explain it. Man, I hit the ground, and I'm crawling with everything I've got. At this point, I'm terrified. I'm scared. I'm beyond scared. I'm terrified. Like, I know what's happening, and I can't escape from it. There's no way. I'm stuck between two metal walls. It's just, the heat is just radiate. And I'm running back towards the hottest part. Until you get outside the wall, down here it was cool. As I run closer, it gets hotter. It was a problem. Because the fire is hotter down here. And it's just blowing. And man, I'm just crawling. And I guess I slowed down crawling. I didn't feel like I stopped. I felt like I was trying to crawl, but I don't think I was crawling. And I kind of look, and I'm probably 15 or so feet from the truck. Or from the edge. I say 50 feet. It may have been 60, 80. I don't know. It felt like forever. It felt like I was running. I think my adrenaline just like peaked, and I just hit the ground. Like I was trying to crawl. And it just instantly, like, everywhere, every part of me was on fire, was hurting. Even worse than the slow pain, it was like a blowtorch hit me. And of course I'm screaming and hollering, just whatever. Hell, it's hurting. It's hurting. I'm not just scared, I'm hurting. And it let up. Like, all of a sudden I was like, what the hell was that? Somebody was standing at the other end, close to the truck, with a hose coming towards me, stopped when they saw me running back, saw me collapse, and just sprayed me. So when I hit the ground, obviously it was heat. They sprayed me, which pushed my hot clothes against my body with the water, which is the hurt part, which made it hurt worse. And then it started cooling off because the water was doing its job, vaporizing. And man, I felt refreshed, and I jumped up and I ran to it. I'm still screaming because it still hurts, and so I run to whoever sprayed me, and I'm starting to drag my shit off. And man, there's Steve. There's my brother Steve. We call him Super Steve. There's Super Steve. And I'm just all like, and I kind of calmed down after a minute. And I'm smoking, like I've got way too hot. I'm taking all my shit off, and everybody's still trying to fight the fire. I said, why did you spray me? Not like, why'd you spray me? I was like, bro, why? He said, you hit the ground, it looked like that's what you needed. That's exactly what I needed. Like, that's exactly what I needed. And there's so many nights that I can feel myself crawling, you know, like in my dreams. I mean, I remember the pain. I remember the fear. I remember having no idea he was there. You know, just trying to survive, trying to get out of that situation. Getting caught in a bad situation and trying to make it back out. And I'm crawling and crawling and crawling and crawling. And in real life, my memories, I know he was there. Looking back, at the time I didn't know he was there. So in my dreams, he's not there. Because in real life today, he's not here. Like, he's been gone, going on 5 years. So my reality mind meets my terrified mind, and they mix together. So I'm not gonna go through, missing somebody and having somebody pass and they're not here anymore. It's just my terrified mind meets my reality mind in my sleep is my problem. So with fire department story out of the way. I don't know if I've told you guys this or not. I'll look back on it. If I did, I'll edit it. I told you guys we grew up rough. I mean, I'll just tell you about that. I don't remember at all. I've told you guys. I feel like I've told you that we were taught to swallow air. And if you swallow air just right, it sounds like a fart. Like in your throat, you can make it sound like a fart, which is hilarious, I guess. So while you're sitting there trying to swallow air so that your stomach doesn't hurt, and it sounds like a fart that is hilarious, then you're encouraged to keep swallowing air to make the fart sound, to take your mind off the fact that you're hungry and you have to swallow air to keep your stomach from hurting. Would it have not just been easier as a parent to get a fucking job? I was encouraged by Linda to steal food from the store because if I got caught, I was just a hungry kid and they would let her go. She, where the casino is now in Idaville, 100 years ago, was a Piggly Wiggly. Hell, before where the shoe store is now, beside the district, was a Walmart. But when the Piggly Wiggly was there, she would give her friend weed. At the time when you would pick up an item, look at it, punch in the numbers, her friend would punch in 3 cents, 2 cents. Linda would literally leave. I'd watch it happen. And she encouraged me to do the same. She would give this person that worked there marijuana to ring up the price wrong so that Linda would spend less food stamps that she got for free. That's who birthed me. And it's a whole long story why I hate that motherfucker. A whole nother long story. It had nothing to do with it. I'm just telling, So the person I looked up to as my biological mother, as my mother, fucking supposed to be the most revered female on earth, mother, is taking an illegal substance, marijuana, giving it to a thief, basically, who will defraud a company and allow you, who's in on it, a thief as well, to spend less of a product that you got for free. So you're defrauding the government. It's just in no way good. In every single possible way, she was a piece of shit. That's just one example I can think of, you guys. That's just... I already told you she'd bring us in the house to smoke weed because she liked to watch us get a contact high. I already told you that her and my dad's biggest argument was that she spent all the money on weed instead of buying food. She would sell food stamps for 50 cents on a dollar to buy weed, and she had to have weed whether we had food or not. He would go off working and spend all his money on beer, especially after she left. Oh, goddamn, it turned to whiskey after she left. You want to make an Indian mad? Give him a bottle of whiskey and tell him his wife left him. For another Indian. Can't be mad at her if she ain't there. Be mad at us, we are there. I can remember several times. Oh, he'll come in after work, not drinking yet, 7 o'clock. Of course, there's no food because there's no fucking money. He'll be out hauling hay or whatever it was. He'd come home at 7 with money, beat our ass and tell us to clean our room. Like, beat the hell out of it because our room was dirty. Our bedroom was dirty. Beat the hell out of us. Clean that fucking room and go to bed. He'd go out drinking with the money he made. Come back in 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Jerk the covers off of us. Beat the hell out of us with the belt. While we're sleeping, covers come off, pow, belt. So hell, we jump up, getting hit with the belt. We jump up, try to hide in the corner or whatever. We're in our fucking underwear, trying to hide behind each other, getting whatever he can hit. I told you to clean this fucking room. We did. Like we don't have any fucking thing. Like, it's clean. It's clean. Why are you asleep? Because it's fucking Wednesday morning at 3 o'clock, and you beat our ass and told us to clean the room and go to bed at 7. So we went to bed without dinner, and now you're beating our ass because we're asleep. We should still be cleaning a room that we cleaned after you beat our ass and told us to clean it. Like, what the fuck do you want? Because he's drunk. He's drunk. And he's pissed off at everything. So you got to hit something, and we'll do because we're there. And we was asleep. How dare us be asleep? I guess we were supposed to wait on him to tell us it was clean enough and then ask permission to go to sleep. Because we had school the next day. So anyway, that's just kind of memories. I told you guys that. I tell you guys that all the time. That happened all the time. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Just make a shit. Got mad, had a beat on something. Anyway, I'm gonna look back, tell you guys if I see if I told you guys that or not. I don't know if I have. Hoosah! Welcome to the dark side of Plum Dumb Stories. And the shit that I can't forget.